Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of May 3rd, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And do be sure to check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Aries collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Aries not see coming for the week of May 3rd, 2026? What do you not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have unfazed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen Rising stepping into power, coming up into the spotlight. Okay. Why is unfazed something that Aries does not see coming this week? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Seven of Cups. The situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with this week, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. That leaves the Three of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands here. Very lovely relationship connection, by the way, at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me about the Ace of Wands. Why is that here for Aries? Why is the Ace of Wands here in their energy this week? Just saw the Sun card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Seven of Swords. Tell me about that Seven of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I like this for you a lot. I do want to see, though, if this is linked somehow to this other person. So clarify that Seven of Cups. Clarify that Seven of Cups for me. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Good on you. I will give you all of these messages in 1 second. I want to clarify that Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Death card, bottom of deck, Strength. A little bit of a bizarre reading, okay? So only take the messages that resonate. It appears here that in your energy this week, okay, you have someone here. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this is someone that you're having some issues with. It appears here that this person is trying to I don't know how to word this, sabotage you in some way, betray you in some way. This person seems to be doing something a bit nefarious here. You seem to be in argument or in disagreement here with this person. Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, it doesn't have to be an earth sign. It certainly could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be, this is an individual that you are having quite the stimulating or aggressive conversation with in regards to something to do with finances. And it looks like through this, I get the feeling that this person is trying to sabotage you in some way, like financially sabotage you or affect house and home, something like that. And although for a moment here you appear to be confused, I don't know what to do about this. There's a part of you that wants to, of course, step into your Aries energy and fire back and, you know, I don't know, maybe get aggressive back towards this person. But instead, you're taking a completely different route. Four of Cups, you're like, I want to pause on this, okay, before I respond to this person. It's almost like you're checking yourself. You're checking maybe your aggression or your anger. And then Eight of Cups to the Three of Cups, I really love this for you because you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother responding to this person or being in confrontation with them or having a confrontational dialogue with them. And Three of Cups, it's like, I just want to focus on the good stuff. So out of this confusion, like I don't know what to do, how to respond to this person, you decide, I'm just going to move forward. Four of Pentacles, I'm going to remain stable, in control of my emotions, and just move forward. You have someone here. So this is where you're like unfazed. You're dealing here with a very complicated individual. You seem to be very unfazed. You are checked out, not looking to be argumentative with this person. I don't think you're cowering down to them, and I don't think that's Aries style, but it seems to be like you're not worth my time or you're not worth my energy. And instead, I'm going to move forward and go about my day and my other responsibilities. And then you have someone here who's sort of like a queen or a king rising. They don't have to be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or have those in their top placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But this is an individual here that you seem to be collaborating here with this week. Now, with that 10 of Cups, this could be someone who is a partner to you, like a romantic partner. It could be a family member. This person has some new opportunity here that they're working on. I feel like this person is maybe like reinventing themselves in some way or rebirthing themselves. They're having a very transformational time in their life. It's a positive one. It's not negative. We are clarifying Queen Rising there for them. So you seem to be more focused with wanting to like support this person, help this person, be in their corner type of thing here, while they 7 of Pentacles kind of work on this new, I don't know, new endeavor that they have going on. And so you're taking your attention, which I think in the past you probably would have dealt with the confrontation with whatever this person's doing. Instead, you're like, I'm going to pivot, Wheel of Fortune, and I'm going to connect with this person instead. So you have 2 connections here sort of overlapping this week. One seems to be very contentious, which you are choosing to ignore, move forward from. And then you have another one here where the 2 of you seem to be quite supportive of one another. They have something new or creative. Maybe they're starting a new job or they have some new idea, something like that. And the 2 of you seem to be working on it together in collaboration. Strength, Magician, and the Page of Cups. I really like this. I think you are holding yourself back from, you know, again, maybe arguing with this person. You also seem to be manifesting some type of positive outcome or positive result for yourself. So at least for this week, I see you trying to maintain a very high vibration, choosing to collaborate with someone that you see as an emotional or energetic equal to you, and also sort of ignoring someone who you clearly have defined is not. Let's get you some advice now. Some advice here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of May 3rd, 2026. I think in last week's reading, this Queen of Pentacles showed up the same way. And I think in the bonus reading I did for you last week also, well, it was for this week, but I think I released it last Sunday. I'm pretty sure that same card came out and I said, this person's like impacting you financially or something like that. If that's the case, and tarot typically isn't like a soap opera, it's not like, sometimes I tap into the same collective and the messages will sort of run one after another and flow with the energy, but it doesn't always happen that way because again, it's not soap opera based. But if that was your message, you know, a week or 2 ago, then I just feel like this is most likely a continuation. And this is the week where you're like, you know what, I'm unfazed. I'm not going to allow this person to disturb my peace any longer. Instead, I'm going to pivot and work with that person. 3 cards of advice here for Aries, please, for the week ahead, for the week of May 3rd, 2026. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, my love. 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. That's exactly what you're doing. This person here, this is kind of where you had that 8 of Wands with them. You had the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. That rapid fire, back and forth, very heated communication or dialogue between you and this individual. That's what you seem to be putting an end to here. 6 of Pentacles, like I will give very little to conversing with this person. And then it's only advice. But again, you go from giving something to, you know, fueling this fire between you and them to absolutely nothing. I mean, your advice here is a full stop, 10 of Swords, no coming back, just stop the communication and stop responding. So it looks like your message from Source is exactly what it appears you are doing here, energetically speaking. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, and we had that in your underlining energy there. Focus on the good, raise your vibration, and use your talents, skills, and abilities to manifest the best life for yourself and whoever this lovely individual here seems to be. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.